Previously on Dragon's Blood.
I'm gonna go place my hand on that handprint thing in the middle.
Okay, so you go to the well and you put your hand on the handprint and you press the button. As soon as you press the button, the numbers above the doors light up and start counting down. 20,
Oh no.
19, 18,
Well, we should probably
17.
take your hand off.
16.
Or
Yeah,
The numbers
my
keep
hand.
counting. 14,
Okay.
13.
press it again. We're gonna die.
12, 11,
Oh my god.
Maybe it'll unlock
10. The
all
numbers
doors.
start flashing red. 9,
What should we do?
8, 7,
Let's all try our hands in the middle.
6.
Yeah, go. Come on. We'll put each other.
So you
all
press the
hands
button
in
again. 20, 19,
Oh, it restarts it.
18,
Okay.
5. The room goes completely pitch dark and the numbers are flashing orange. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Happened.
The lights come back on and the door suddenly rises up and opens.
I was about to say, is anyone dead?
And you are impaled on one of the spikes and it shoves up through your leg and into your stomach, sticking you to the spot, and you fall unconscious.
How did it go out there, guys?
We found an hourglass
Found a round thing.
among some gold and silver and copper we can divvy up later.
We found a person on a spike.
Yeah.
Fun.
Ari on a stick.
My heroes.
You are watching a Tavern Tales and Treasures production. Inspired by a novel written by Jane Yolen. These are the heroes of our tale. Cordo Dixie, a halfling rogue driven to find his mentor. Shatari, a tiefling bard, who is a fugitive on the run. Estelle Neres, a moon elf rogue and master of poison set on revenge. Rudy McForgebeard, a dwarven barbarian who is in search of the rarest ore in existence. Ulrich Arnar, a gold dragon-born fighter who is in search of his heritage and roots. Their fate rests in the claws of the evil dungeon master, Visago. Watch closely as the tale unfolds, for this is
Dragon's Blood.
Standing around in this round room with the different doors for each of the trials. You have completed 3 trials of the 8. You've completed the Horseshoe Trial, the Clover Trial, and the Trial of Time. So, at this point, what's everybody doing?
I think we were gonna go into the trial of time, the hourglass room.
Well, you guys just completed the trial of time. That's how you got the hourglass.
Okay, well, we were going to go into the hourglass room, I believe.
Correct. Now, did you guys jot down the riddles for each of the doors?
No.
I did not.
All right, good thing I have it all in my notes. All right, let me pull it up real quick. So, the six riddles, which I don't need to repeat the horseshoe riddle, obviously, and I
No.
don't need to repeat the clover riddle. That's, neither here nor there now. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 riddles left to solve. And it was the first door on the left. The riddle was, I bear my face, yet cannot see, and one may find a man in me. I'll vanish oft, though not for long, and only sing my brother's song. Always old, sometimes new, never sad, sometimes blue, never empty, sometimes full, never pushes, always pulls. Then the next door was,
Horseshoe.
I am a ball of fire that never burns out. I can be seen from far away, but not up close. I have many brothers and sisters, but we rarely touch. I can make shapes and patterns, but I never move. What am I?
That's a star.
The next door,
3.
the door number 3 was, I fly like a bird of many colors through the sky. I am made with both wood and fire, but I do not burn up. You can see me clearly during the day, but I am nearly invisible at night. What am I? And door number 5 was, I am a bridge of 7 colors in the sky, but I have no beginning and no end. I appear after the rain and before the sun, but I vanish when the clouds descend. What am I?
The rainbow.
And then the final door, the riddle was, I count down the sands of time with 2 glass bulbs in my design. Flipping over, the flow rearranges. What am I with time's exchanges?
It's the hourglass.
Okay,
So we are going in door 6.
door number 6, you say.
Yeah.
All right, who has the hourglass? I believe that was Fulric?
I don't remember if Ulrich had. He didn't give it to Estelle, right?
Yep. Nope. Yep, he had it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Seriously? I don't know why it keeps going through the floor. So, Fulric places the hourglass on the pedestal, and the pedestal lights up and the door opens. Oh, I'm gonna get lag again, aren't I? So at this point,
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab you guys, pull you off the table, and we'll get the next map loaded up.
That room was just.
There we go. All right. So yes, you guys walk into this long-shaped stone room. It's about 90 feet long by 40 feet wide, and in the center of the floor there is a giant stone dais, like carvings into the stone itself. Each carving represents a different element of sorts, it appears. And then on the other side of the room, you see a pedestal with some kind of magical circle around it. What's everyone doing? Chitari, what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna move forward, but not too far. right there, so that I
Okay.
can get a closer look at the diagrams on the floor.
Okay, so you move 15 feet up to the stone decals on the floor. What are you doing?
Do we see these bags that are over here to the right?
No.
Okay. I just had to ask.
No. Those are just the pieces for this particular puzzle.
Okay. Let's see. Tornado. I want to investigate to see if there's any traps.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Perception.
Give me a
okay.
perception check.
And
And while we're waiting on you, Estelle, what are you doing?
So for fear of sounding silly, this board, like the patterns, this is exactly what we are looking at, yes?
Yep.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Cool. I was going to honestly do the same thing as Rotari, which is actively check for traps
Okay,
and move
so
closer.
you're gonna move up and then actively look for traps.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Give me a
I
perception
got a
check.
17.
Okay. And Fulric and Rudy also move up to the board. Cordell, what are you doing?
Can we walk around this thing?
Yeah, there's just enough space in between the floor in the center with all of the different carvings into it and the wall. So there's about 5 feet in between.
Can I walk out or walk over and check out the pedestal?
Okay, you get
25.
you get about that far. All right. So, let's see. Got
Oh.
22 for Estelle and 17 for Shatari. Neither one of you see any traps.
Okay.
Okay. So, with that, I will turn to Estelle and the rest of them that are
Yep.
standing in front of me, that being Rudy and Falric. So, guys, I am looking at this. I'm looking where the big symbols are. I have not the slightest idea how to solve this and how to go about it. Do you guys have any sort of inclination of where to start at?
So Rudy shakes his head like, yeah, no, I'm useless here. This is beyond my knowledge. Falric looks at it contemplatively and is just like, yeah, no, I don't know what's going on here, what to do. All right, Shatari, what are you doing?
Well, I see in the center
Yeah.
area, there's
Yeah.
a large teardrop, and everything else is small.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go to the large teardrop on the side of the side rail.
Okay, so you walk over to the large teardrop. And what?
Jump.
You jump. Give me an acrobatics check.
I'm gonna see if I can
Or
activate
actually,
something.
that would be athletics. Athletics. I'm sorry. Give me an athletics.
Athletics. Okay.
Yep. Give me an athletics check.
Athletics.
You have a 1 in athletics.
A 1.
Yeah. So you rolled
Oh,
an
because it's strength.
right. You rolled an 8. Okay. So you jump up in place, and when you jump up in place, you kind of stumble a little when you land again, but nothing happens.
Nothing happens. All right.
All right. Cordell, what are you doing?
Still making my way over to the other
Gonna
side.
keep moving it. Okay.
Yep.
All right, so you get right about there. Estelle, what do you got for me?
Okay. So the symbols represent elements, yeah.
Okay.
All right. So with that, I'm noticing that there's no big signs for one of them. I am going to kind of just start checking pressure plate or the big symbols around me, starting with the little tornado dude in front of me.
Okay, so you move over to the little swirly tornado looking symbol, the big one, rather,
Yes.
not the little one. And what?
I'm seeing if when I step on it, if anything shifts, moves, like if
Nope,
it's a
it's
pressure
solid.
plate. Okay, cool. All right. So then with that, addressing Shatari while she's standing on her raindrop, I think that I have no idea where to go with this, but I think that maybe if we cover all of the big ones with something of weight, or maybe of equivalence of kind of the icon, what it's made out of. I don't know, maybe that could do something, but I don't know what that would do with the middle of the board. So that's kind of what I'm thinking so far. I don't know where you're at.
Yeah, I agree with you as far as elements. Earth, wind, fire, and air. And you're standing on air. I'm standing on water. I don't see a large one for earth.
That's what I was noticing. And water only has 2, yet the other ones have 3. And water is the only one that goes in the middle. All the other ones are only on the corner, which I thought was weird. Around
I'm
the border.
thinking, maybe placing a water skin on that large water.
Okay.
The large teardrop in the middle. What do you think?
Let's try it. Let me rummage in my backpack.
Okay. While you do that, Rudy kind of follows suit and decides to step over to the other swirly air looking symbol on the outside. And Falric starts walking across the floor. And he gets about there. And nothing happens.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's just something to throw us off. So,
Okay,
Okay.
Estelle, you would not be able to reach that from where you are. Your arms are not that long.
You are so right. I had
Yeah,
high hopes.
Go,
Okay, so
Daddy,
I am, as I just watched him walk across with no issue, I'm just going to walk up to that teardrop, very confident like.
Okay, so you walk up to the teardrop shaped symbol on the floor and you set your water skin down on it and nothing happens.
all right, yeah. I'm just gonna move. Oops, sorry.
No, you're not. You're going to tell me where you're moving.
I'm moving
Thank
up
you.
to the pedestal.
Okay, so you move towards the pedestal.
Yeah.
And what?
And I'm gonna check and see if there's any traps around the pedestal.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a perception check. While you're doing that, Cordell, what are you doing? Continuing to move towards the
Right.
pedestal as well? Okay, so you get right up to the pedestal with Shatari. What are you doing?
Investigating what I see, digging around, looking, basically
Okay.
seeing what I see.
Okay, if you want to see what you see, then give me a perception check.
I got an 18.
Okay, so you look around and all you see is this giant symbol on the floor and a pedestal, an empty pedestal.
Okay. So there's obviously something we need to discover to place on this pedestal.
Cordell, you see the same thing. You just see this giant,
Yep.
strange-looking symbol on the floor and an empty pedestal. Okay. So, who's doing what?
Well, they are looking at that.
Yeah.
Because I believe that they only checked to make sure it was not harmful. I'm gonna yell at them, and for fear of sounding dumb. So, is there like any words on that, or maybe on the circle around it? Any sort of words, guys, or inclination of maybe what to do or what we need?
Monkey 3500 joined.
Okay, yeah, let's search for...
Oh. Looks like Fulric might be joining us.
Awesome. Can we, like, take a closer look at the pedestal, see if there's any verbiage on it?
Yeah. You don't see any kind of
nothing?
writing or anything on it. Nope.
Okay. Yeah,
Can
it's
someone,
there's something has to do with the center area here.
can someone tell me that there's no writing on it, please?
Oh, Estelle, it has no writing.
Oh my goodness. Okay, sounds good. All right, back to square one, and I sadly look at my feet and the water skin at it. Okay, hear me out. This isn't a crazy idea, guys. It's really not. But what if we put a second water skin on the water one? Hear me out. Hear me out. Or if anyone has anything better, alas, I am not really getting far with this one.
Right. Yeah, I can place a water skin on the other teardrop.
And then with that, I'm also gonna step off of my teardrop, to in between the fire and the water. Right there, just so I'm not like actually on it.
Okay. So right here,
Yes, thank you.
no problem.
And I'm right there. And
Okay.
I will take out the water skin.
Okay.
Hello, hello.
Hello, there he is.
Hello.
Hiya.
All right, you've just been sent an invite.
Hey.
Okay, so I got my water skin out and I subtract one, correct?
You don't subtract
Then-
anything from the
Oh,
water skin. It's just a water skin full of water.
okay.
Yeah, since
and
you're
I-
not like drinking it.
I place it on.
So you place it. Quit.
Oh, you got it. Okay. Got it.
You place it on the symbol,
And then move me off of the symbol.
and nothing happens.
Okay, so maybe we need to do more. Like maybe the water skins are a good start, and now we need to do the fire ones and the air ones, or if anyone has any sort of idea and they feel like this might not
the
be
fire
the
ones, we could place torches.
Do we possess those?
We have torches on us, but I don't know what to do.
Not
yeah.
everybody has torches.
Oh.
You
okay.
have what you have in your backpack.
Yep.
So
No.
don't assume that everybody has the same thing you do.
Oh, sorry.
I, in fact, do not have torches. So if you would have 3 to spare.
Actually, I don't have torches either. I have candles though.
Oh, does anyone? Oh, that still. Is there a way to
Yep,
light the
that's
candles?
fire.
As long as you have a tinder box.
Oh,
I
A
have
tinder box?
candles.
A tinder box contains tinder for starting a fire. It also contains a flint and steel for starting the fire.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I have one of those.
Does somebody want to catch me up?
Yep, let me get you put in your seat first. There you go. All right. So, after you guys had rested for the night, or your 8-hour long rest, you put the hourglass on the pedestal for the 6th door in the round room, and you entered into this long stone room, about 90 feet long and 40 feet wide. In the center of the room, there is a large dais with different carvings of different like elemental design. And then at the
Okay.
end of the room, there's a large, strange-looking symbol on the floor with an empty pedestal right in the middle.
And we're trying to solve it.
Okay, so where were we?
I
Okay, so
took
you
out my
have-
candle.
You have 5 candles. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so just for the sake of argument, you put one
One on
candle on each one of the large symbols, right?
No.
Do you like them?
I don't have a tinderbox or
But I will light it for
flint
her
steel.
with my tinderbox.
Okay. So Shatari puts a candle on each of the large flame symbols on the outside of the dais, and Estelle walks up and lights each individual candle. That's 3 candles, and nothing happens.
Okay. So then for
Okay,
Earth,
now
what
we
would we put on there?
the
So-
air. Does anyone have a bellows?
So we've done water. We've done now
Yep.
fire.
Yeah.
Rudy says, "No, I don't have a bellows on me."
Anyone? That could work for air. Bellows could work for air.
Cordell, what are you doing?
I think I'm just gonna walk up to here-ish.
Okay, so you walk up to the dais, standing right on the outside of it. Are you doing anything else?
Staring at it, very confused.
Okay. Fulric, what are you doing?
I was actually just checking my bag to see if I had that, but I do not. I'm gonna sit here and think for a minute.
Okay.
Cordell, do you have a bellows?
He already told you he didn't have any bellows.
Oh, okay.
I also do not have any of those.
Nobody has a bellow. Okay. What else
While
could
we are
use for
thinking,
air?
I will kind of shout across to Cordell, asking if when he looked at the podium, did you see any hints of arcane ability, so to speak? Did it look magic? Did it seem off at all to you, or did you check?
We did check, didn't we?
No, not for magic, no.
Okay, I'll go back and check for magic.
Okay, sounds good, because I was wondering if that's at a play.
Okay, so you go back up to the podium, and you're gonna check it for any magic?
Yep.
Okay, give me an arcana check. Okay, so you try to discern if the podium is magical.
I think more just
And-
the area, but yeah.
The area. Okay, sure. Yep. This is why I asked. So you try to discern if the area, the circle you're standing on, or the podium is magical in any sort of way, and yes, you do feel that there is some kind of magic here at play, but you obviously don't know what it is. You aren't studied in magic or anything, but you definitely get the sense that there is something magical about this place.
Is it stronger in any direction?
It's
Am I
very
noticing
noticeable.
anything just everywhere type thing.
It is very noticeable in the circle where you are standing, and then also you get the sense, the feeling that there's something magical about the dais, the giant stone floor.
Oh.
Oh, yes, there's magic. It seems to be all over the dais and this circle area.
The area.
I have no
area,
idea what it means, though. No idea.
Okay.
Okay. So, Shatari, would
Hmm.
it be in your wheelhouse to discern what type of magic that would be?
Who were you
can
asking?
certainly- She's asking you. Shatari.
I kind of
Okay.
murdered saying your name, so I'm sorry about
Yeah.
that.
That's okay.
Shatari.
Well, I didn't hear the name, period, who she said, so,
Yep.
Let me take a look here what I got going on.
You being a bard, you do have some arcane abilities, so you would be able to better discern.
All right, I'm gonna go up to the pedestal again.
You're gonna go up to the pedestal, okay? So you walk up to the pedestal, next to Cordell.
Yep.
Give me an Arcana
and
check.
I'm gonna check for
So you got a 7.
7.
All right, so you have no clue what kind of magic's going on here.
Oh my goodness sakes. Okay, what was...
So, Shatari, what were you able to find?
Okay, guys. I couldn't. I can't tell what kind of magic it is.
Okay.
I can
Yeah.
feel it, but yeah, I can't tell what it is.
All right, we're gonna move on then to Fulric. What are you doing, Fulric?
I'm gonna try standing on one of these because I'm not
Okay.
sure what else to really do at this point.
Okay, so you stand on the large air-looking symbol, a little tornado, whatever, and nothing happens.
Awesome.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
Yeah, Rudy kind of scratches his head and you know, is not really sure what to make of any of this. You know, big, burly, dwarven barbarian. No, I have no clue. So, Estelle, what are you doing?
I don't know what we can
Oh.
put on the air ones.
For with air ones with that, I was thinking about it. Maybe we're getting too into this, but what if we did something that kind of uses air, like maybe via percussion, not something that's necessarily made with air? Because I was thinking the closest thing I would have to that would be like arrows, which that would not be it. So I was
Yeah,
thinking
no.
of maybe something like that. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, I was thinking of maybe something like that. That would,
Okay.
but I'm not too sure. Because if we don't have a bellow.
A percussion, that's a drum.
Oh. All right.
I have my
so hear me out.
I have my pan flute.
Oh,
Okay, yep. Yep. She has a woodwind instrument. She has a pan flute.
Oh.
Okay.
This
I
is
will take out
true.
my pan flute.
Okay, so you take out your pan flute.
No, we got it right here.
What
And
are you doing with it? Why is it sitting there?
because I took it out.
No, you have it.
I'm gonna
So
play it. Oh, sorry. I
you have the
forgot I-
pan flute. Okay. So you pull out your pan flute
Yep.
and,
And I'm
you
gonna
said
start playing it.
you're gonna start playing it. Okay. So go ahead and give me a performance check.
See, if we didn't have the candles, I would say I could just breathe fire onto the fire spots, but we already have the candles.
Okay. So you play a beautiful melody. It is just gorgeous, almost tear-inducing, but nothing happens. So Shatari played her pan flute and played a beautiful piece of music. Everybody's like almost in tears because it's so beautiful, but nothing else happened.
So, well, this
Right.
might be a silly idea. What if you put
Yes.
it on each spot? Like, stood in the spot? Do you think that might change anything, Shatari? Or if you want, we can move on to the next thing.
Okay.
So you're
well,
saying come into the air spots and play?
okay, but we're doing this in succession, so there's turns. So Shatari
Yeah.
just
Oh,
went.
yeah.
Estelle, what are you doing?
Kind of just offering that idea and standing here.
Really? There's nothing you want to do?
Oh, and I am going to, with a newfound wind, walk over to the circle and see if now I can discern what type of magic is at play here.
Okay. Give me an Arcana check. Okay. You definitely sense that there's a strong magic at work here at the center of this symbol on the floor. And then behind you, you're getting strong elemental magics at play on the dais.
Interesting. All right, so I have found what we assumed, a strong magic coming from this circle here, as well as most specifically a strong elemental magic coming from the dais itself.
Correct. And you would be able to discern that the two are definitely connected.
Oh, okay. And then telling the team that, and the two are definitely connected. So that is what I discerned.
Okay. Falric, what are you doing?
I kind of nod my head in agreement. And I will stay here and ponder on that more.
Okay. Rudy's still scratching his head. No clue. Magic stuff's beyond me. All right. Cordell, what are you doing?
I'm wondering if we should try moving our elements over into the little circles around the pedestal. Since there's four elements, 4 circles.
Oh.
Okay. But what are you doing?
Telling him that.
Well, obviously. That's a free action, though. You still have an action, you still have movement, bonus action, so what are you doing?
I suppose grab one of the water skins on the floor and try to make my way back.
Okay. Do you have your own water skin?
You know what I do?
I think you accidentally put it in the pedestal and it ate it.
I did see it for a split second.
Okay,
It disappeared.
allow me to get it. Let me retrieve it. Yeah, you did. Okay. So you pull out your water skin, and where are you putting it?
Yeah.
Cordell?
This one
The
looks like it might be
wavy
water.
one. Yeah, the wavy one with the 8 that has like
Over
heart
here?
in it. Yeah.
Okay. So you set your water skin down over there on the magical circle, and nothing happens. Okay. Moving on. We are coming back around to Shatari now. Shatari, what are you doing?
I'm gonna move.
Over here?
Yep. And I would like to do an Arcana check on this large water droplet.
Go ahead and give me your Arcana check.
Come on, big number. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
no, you still have no idea what's going on with this magics,
I
other
know.
than what
Okay.
Estelle told you.
Don't.
You know that there's some sort of strong elemental magic going on with this floor. All right, Estelle, what are you doing?
So when I checked the magic, I didn't actually look at the circle and read the floor, no?
No.
Okay, so with that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read this floor, or attempt to.
Attempt to. Yes,
Yes,
you certainly
see
can
if I can
try.
read this floor.
Yep, you can certainly try.
And what check would that be?
Give me an intelligence check. Just a straight intelligence.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You are not familiar with this form of magic, so you are unable to read the symbols or what they mean.
Okay. So, although I used an action, I am going to holler at Shatari while she's trying to figure out that one.
That's a free action.
Yes, so, hey, Shatari, I am unable to understand these it's not a magic I'm familiar with, but the next time you're able to make your way over here, I was thinking about maybe if we both try to read it together, I might be able to assist you or you assist me, and we might be able to read it. Maybe you, more
Okay.
so.
Okay. Sounds like
Okay.
a plan.
So, at this point, it is now to Rudy, and Rudy's like, "This is stupid. I'm getting so tired of this," and he spits on the ground in front of him. And when he spits on the ground, all of a sudden, the symbols on the floor transform into a puddle of water.
Seriously?
Oh. Oh, really?
Okay, moving on to let's see, we'll move back around to Fulric. Fulric, what are you doing?
I think I'm gonna try and breathe fire onto that part.
On the big symbol there?
The big fire one, yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and roll for your fire breath attack. I believe you roll for that. No, wait.
I don't
You don't.
think I do.
we did this last time too, I believe.
Yeah. If I remember right, it was just damage.
Right. Normally there is a there would be a saving throw if it's against a creature or a monster. But since you are breathing fire directly onto a symbol, there's no roll, there's nothing. So you take a deep breath, and the flames and embers within you build up, and you release it in a cone of fire directly onto this big fire symbol, and nothing happens.
What the hell?
Awesome.
Oh.
Maybe it's on the main floor. The fire, the symbols around the edge
Yeah.
don't really matter as much.
What if they are a means of a path?
But the question is, a means to what? What pattern do we put it as?
Like, you have to connect this wind symbol to this wind symbol to that wind symbol with using wind activations. Like the same way water turned this into a water spot, you know? And then I was thinking maybe doing the same with the water. Maybe if we would dump it out and try and, well, that's kind of risky, so if anyone thinks this is crazy, speak now, please.
I was gonna say, like, I don't know how we would reset the tiles if we do that though, and it doesn't work.
Doesn't certain elements cancel out other ones, i.e. water? Fire would cancel out water, no?
Fair. Water would probably cancel out fire. Earth would cancel
Oh,
out
yeah.
fire. Or yeah.
Otter would cancel fire, yeah.
So that might
And-
be how.
Or wind would cancel fire. No, wind would feed fire.
Or we would have to figure out how to produce wind.
Just
Fire
blow
would-
on it.
Cancel earth.
True.
I mean, all he did was spit on it, and it just, you know.
Yeah.
But what would be Earth?
Stomp, jump. Maybe
Maybe.
to like impact the ground.
Is there a pile of rocks nearby?
Why don't you go ahead and give me a perception check?
I have a shovel. Shovel you use on-
Oh,
wow.
Whoa.
Nice, nat 20 on that. So yeah, you definitely find like various different little tiny pebbles lying around, pieces of stone wall that have chipped off over the years because it is, you know, kind of an older place.
Perfect. I say we just try. I say we try Estelle's idea then.
might as well see if it works, unless anyone has any better ideas.
You
Or
still want me to
Cordell, do you
come-
have any? You've been kind of quiet.
Did you still want me to come and help try and read that floor symbol?
Oh, we could start with that too. Yeah, we'll try and read that actually. See if that helps a little bit.
I don't know
So
what turn it is. I gotta wait until my turn. But
I was gonna ask that too.
I was about to say, I think it might still be my turn, but I used my action.
Okay.
I don't think
No.
I can breathe fire again.
Yep. Nope. You can't. So.
Yeah.
And then Rudy bit, I think.
So. Yeah. Well, Fulric was after Rudy. So.
Oh.
Then that would bring us around to. Cordell.
I have no idea.
No idea.
Just kind of wander back over towards the center here again.
Okay.
Here-ish.
So you move over here. Okay.
And then look at the spit puddle. and think.
Yes, you see a big
Right,
pool of
the
water
little
sitting
guy.
right in front of Rudy.
Rudy.
Estelle, or not Estelle. Sorry, Shatari. Oh my God, stay in order.
All right, move me up to back to the emblem on the floor,
Okay.
and I'm gonna do the Arcana check again and have Estelle assist me.
Okay. So then roll an Arcana check with advantage.
With advantage.
Right, because she's assisting you. There you go. All right. So yeah, you pretty much discern that it's magical.
Yeah, we were checking for writing on it though.
Oh, you wanted to try and read
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
writing?
'Cause
That
last
would have
time
been
I
an
wasn't able to.
intelligence check.
Oh.
Just a straight intelligence check,
Okay.
which is the
Oh.
same thing as your Arcana, anyways. So yeah, no, you aren't able to understand the writing. It's in a magic that you're not familiar with.
Okay.
Okay. So now it's Estelle's turn. Estelle, what are you doing?
So with that, I think that maybe connecting this water to this to the water in the middle to the water on the outside might be beneficial. That being said, I would prefer not to waste a water skin, and I would prefer to remain ladylike and not spit on the floor. So if anyone would maybe be so kind to follow out these actions, I would greatly appreciate it. And with that, I'm going to move to the corner and kind of watch it be done. Here, let me tap right there.
Okay, so
I
you
think
move
we-
there, and I need you to point specifically what you are talking about, like what
My-
it is you are intending.
Yes, so I am asking someone who is maybe a little less ladylike than I to connect a spit trail from here, from this water skin to this water skin, to connect the water droplets essentially.
And I volunteer Rudy for that, since he's such a good spitter.
Oh wow.
So you're asking Rudy to walk up to here. Okay.
Don't you agree, Estelle? Everyone?
Yes.
And
Everyone? Guys?
Yes. I
and what
agree.
you're asking him to spit on that tile?
Yes, to turn it into a water one, as well as the tile next to him, if he would be so salvacious enough to do so.
Okay. So you want like him to do that with your water skins still sitting there?
Not that spot. The one he's standing on and one to the right of it,
Yeah.
right? Is it correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well then
These two.
he's gonna take a step back. So he
Yep.
spits. And they both turn into water pools. The symbols light up and they turn into water pools, and the magical circle flashes for just a second.
I think we're on to something, crew.
Yeah.
Yep. So should we have him spit on the big one too?
I was gonna say,
There.
see if.
Hmm?
Oh,
What do you think, guys?
What?
They already lit up already. The 2 water drops.
So what happened was he spit on those 2 spaces. The symbols for water lit up for a second, and then the space turned into a pool of water, and the magical circle at the podium flashed for just a second.
Okay.
Okay.
So the water
Okay.
is done, I would think. So
I would have to agree.
all right. So then with fire, I would say maybe a straight shot to connect all 3 across this top row, and everyone duck and cover.
Yeah. Ulrich.
I was gonna ask.
That's your
What
job,
about
Ulrich.
this tile? Because this tile also connects the wind. So we
Mhm.
can't have both wind and fire on that tile.
Which one would be the canceling one, maybe?
I'm thinking just these 2 over
Yeah,
here by
that's-
these 2 fires.
That's where I was gonna go with it. I was gonna say
Yeah.
get these 2 ones filled and see if it.
Yep.
lights up.
Start with those and
Smart.
All right.
Okay.
So I politely ask everybody to walk back or take a few steps back as I stand there. And
Okay, so you stand right there.
Yep.
And
I scurry out of the way up to the.
Shitari, do you maybe want to pick up your candles, or
yeah.
Question, pick up the water skins and stuff.
don't just grab? You have to actually
Okay.
walk over there,
Oh.
pick up your candles one by one. So you pick up the candle from that space. However, there are still candles on the other 2 big fire spaces.
Right.
That proves a problem then, because I breathe fire on that space. Completely not realizing that.
Yeah, you breathe fire in a cone, not a line, correct?
It is a cone, yes. That is
Yeah.
why I asked everybody to
Um,
step back.
So yeah, they would be definitely caught in the blast.
Yeah, that's why.
So I can come over here and pick my candles up off of that
For the sake
one.
of
then.
argument, let's just say you did. You picked up all your candles. Here,
Yep.
take your candles.
Thank you.
Scurry to grab my water skin and tinderbox.
You pick up your water skin and tinderbox and get out of the way.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take my
You pick up your water skin and you get out of the way. All right. So, the 2 spaces in front of you, correct?
2 spaces in front
Yep.
of me, yes.
Okay, since it is a cone, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that you hit just the spaces that you want to hit for the sake of this puzzle to move things along. But so you breathe fire on those 2 spaces, and they transform into a pool of lava. The fire symbols on those spaces light up. They turn into a pool of lava, and the magical circle flashes for just a second.
Awesome.
okay.
So let's move on to the next element. How about wind? We start going from there to
Yeah,
there.
and wind is the one that we're having trouble with figuring out what to use. All I got is my pan flute.
Or, for,
So-
just to mark things out, I think one of us should aggressively try blowing on a tile. Just see if it works.
Oh,
A
okay,
voluntary
there you go.
tribute for whoever's, well, not to jump out of order, whoever's turn it is next.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Falric went. Technically, it should have been Rudy's turn, so he'll go next. And you know what? He's just gonna go ahead and turn around and just blow on the square right next to him, and the air symbol lights up. It turns into like a swirling cloud of some sort, and the magical circle at the podium flashes for just a second.
Oh.
Oh.
Interesting.
Maybe we need to do every single tile,
Wow.
but
Well,
which do
what
we
if?
use?
What if just it being blank is Earth? I don't know. We haven't tried rocks for the Earth's side of it.
Mm-hmm. Correct. Yep. And Falric, you did find some scattered pebbles and stones from the crumbling stone walls and stuff.
This is true. It is not my turn though, so.
Correct. So now it would be Cordell's turn. Cordell, what are you doing?
I'm gonna walk over here, I guess.
Okay. So you walk all the way over here,
And I give that one a blow, I guess.
the one in the corner.
Yep.
Okay, so you blow on the tile, and the air symbol lights up. It turns into like a swirling cloud, and the magical circle at the podium flashes for just a second. All right, moving on. Back to Shatari. Shatari, what are you doing?
Good question. I will go to, let's see, fire. I'm gonna put one of those rocks on this one.
Okay. Which one? Point again? Okay. So you pick up a pebble, you move over here, and you throw a pebble onto the space in front of you, correct?
Yep.
Right, so it turns into just a plain stone floor.
Mm.
But nothing else happens.
Okay.
Interesting.
So it didn't. make
Maybe
any
that's
sparks.
maybe that's for the sake of resetting.
Oh.
That was my turn. So
That was basically your turn. I want Estelle, give me an intelligence check. Okay, so Estelle, you immediately see the space in front of Shatari turn into a stone floor, and you put two and two together that stone is earth.
mhm.
And when it turned into a stone floor and nothing else happened, you realize that, wait a minute, every time an element changed, the magical circle around the podium flashed for a second, but this time it didn't. So maybe if you get the element correct, the magic circle flashes.
Ah.
Right.
So, guys, you realize basically that this when no good, no flash. So win good, win flash. So I think that's what we need to aim for in layman's terms.
Yep. So we need to
Okay.
get all these tiles with the correct element.
All right, let's get to blowing and spitting. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist it. I'm literally 5.
Oh my god.
Okay. So it is Estelle's turn. Estelle, what are you doing?
I'm going.
Blown or you spitting?
I'm blown and spitting over by Cordell. I'm coming over there to specifically blow to make it a wind one. Hopefully.
Which one? I need
I'm
you to
going to
point.
kindly ask if he could step aside, and I would just
Hey,
like
shimmies
do the
over.
one right behind.
Yep. So you're gonna, what are you gonna do to it?
I'm going to blow on it, give it my best might.
Okay, so you blow on it, and the symbol for air lights up. It turns into a whirling cloud, and nothing else happens.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, so that one's wrong then. And the one in front of
Yeah.
me is wrong.
Okay,
And whose turn?
that would mean it is now Fulric's turn. Fulric, what are you doing?
Technically, Rudy was in front of me last turn. We just
Oh,
Rudy went.
Yeah,
over because
you're absolutely correct. He's supposed to be before you. Sorry. So Rudy, he picks up a pebble, and he walks over here, and he throws a pebble in front of him, and the floor turns into stone, and the magical circle flashes for a second.
So that one's correct.
Hey Rudy, how did you come to that conclusion that a stone would go there?
Oh, dumb luck.
So
Okay.
now it's
So
Whose
now it
turn?
would be Fulric's
now
turn.
it's Ulrich's turn.
Fulric, yep. The
Alright.
order that you guys are in the upper right of players,
Oh, okay,
that's
our
the order. Rudy is
Okay.
in between Estelle and Fulric.
Okay. So I'm gonna move over here
Okay,
and kind of point towards these two.
one tile at a time.
Okay. In that case, that one.
And what are you doing to it?
I'm shoot fire at it.
Okay, so you blow fire on it, and the fire symbol lights up. It turns into a pool of lava, and nothing else happens.
That one's wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
Moving on to Cordell. Cordell, what are you doing?
Did the first spit puddle light up the?
Yes,
Yeah.
Did light up.
yes.
Ones
very
that are
first
wrong
one-
are-
Yep.
The one in front of Estelle is wrong. The one in front of Ulrich is wrong.
Yeah,
And the one in front of me is wrong.
like the spit puddle next to us, or me up here.
Yes, yes.
Talking
That
about
one,
that one?
flashed
Okay.
the circle. Yep,
That flashed the
That
circle.
one's correct.
yep.
Yep.
That one's correct.
Um,
So wait, this one lit up.
Yep.
Yep,
That one lit up,
yep.
and that one didn't.
That one didn't.
Okay.
That one did not.
Can I throw dirt on the one that didn't light up there?
The
one?
one in front of you, or
Yeah. See if it
you can
changes.
certainly. Yeah, you can throw a pebble onto it.
Okay.
So you throw a pebble on the space in front of you. It turns into a stone floor, and nothing else happens.
Okay.
Okay, so that leaves out wind and earth.
Okay. So back at the top of the round, it's Shatari's turn. Shatari, what are you doing?
The one in front of me,
Yeah.
I am gonna spit on it.
You're gonna spit on it.
Yeah. Pooey.
So you spit on it. It turns into a pool of water. Nothing else happens.
Oh my god. So that leaves out earth and water.
Okay.
Okay.
Estelle, what are you doing?
I'm going to head to this corner and see if wind works first over here by blowing on it.
Okay, so you blow on that space. It turns into a whirling cloud, and nothing else happens.
Fire.
Sad face.
Now
we
it
got-
is Rudy's turn. Rudy kind of scratches his head, not really sure what to do. So he just steps forward, throws another rock, boom. Floor turns into stone in front of him, and the magical circle flashes for a second.
Okay. That one's right.
More dumb luck.
More dumb luck. He's a barbarian. He's not very smart, but I mean, Rudy's pretty intelligent for a barbarian.
Yeah.
He's got a decent intelligence score. It's average, you know, so he's not like the village idiot or anything, but But you know, he's not great with magic or anything.
Right.
So, Fulric, it is your turn. What are you doing?
I'm gonna throw a rock on this in front of me and actually see if it resets it. Well,
Okay.
none of
So
it-
you throw a stone into the pool of lava, and the floor changes into stone, and nothing else happens.
Interesting.
Okay. Moving on back to Cordell. Cordell, it is your turn. What are you doing?
I think I want to grab my tinder box and see if I can spark a little fire on that spot.
On the one in front of you? All right. So you light the floor up. It turns into a pool of lava, and nothing else happens.
All right.
So it's
So
wind,
there is a,
air.
because it was
It's
Oh, it was air. Okay, it's
Right.
water.
It was
then.
Yeah,
air,
water.
then it was stone, now it's fire.
So it's water. You gotta spit on it.
I mean, you don't have to necessarily spit on it. If you have water skins, you can just pour a little
Right.
water on it.
Pour a little water.
We're so
Yeah,
barbaric.
but we need our water.
All right. So moving back to the top of the round, Shatari, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Okay, this one I had stone and water, so I'm gonna take and blow on that spot.
Okay. So you blow on that spot. It lights up. It swirls into another form of cloud, and nothing else happens.
Oh my God. So it's fire.
it's fire. Okay.
This one's fire.
Okay. Moving on to Estelle. Estelle, what are you doing?
I stutter. And then that I'm just gonna dumb luck turn to my right hand side and now blow on this one. See what happens there.
Okay, so you blow on this square right next to you. It turns into a swirling cloud, and nothing else happens.
Oh, those
Wow.
two swirling clouds are wrong.
Yes.
Oh boy. Okay.
Wait, don't want to get too many wrong, or I'm gonna lose track.
I'm remembering my mess ups, don't worry.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay,
I got it.
moving on to Rudy. And Rudy moves forward. If I can get him off of there without
Taking the
pulling
floor
the
with
tile
him.
with me. He moves forward and he throws a rock on the one in front of him again, since he's had such great luck with it. And it turns into a stone floor and nothing else happens.
Oh, that one's wrong.
Okay, moving on to Fulric. Fulric, what are you doing?
I'll just take out my water skin and pour a little bit of water on this one.
Okay, so you pour water on the stone floor in front of you. The symbol lights up. It turns into a pool of water, and then the magical circle flashes for a second.
Hey.
Hey,
Okay.
yay.
So somehow that's water.
Yep.
Okay, moving on to Cordell. Cordell, what are you doing? It's your turn.
dump a little water on the fire in front of me.
Okay, so you dump some water on the lava pool, turn it into a pool of water, and then the magical circle flashes for a second.
I am still
Okay.
not seeing a pattern to these.
I don't
Shatari?
either. That is.
Shatari, what are you doing?
Yes. I need to turn this to fire, but I don't have any means of doing it except for my candle.
Okay.
Unless I ask for Fulric to assist me on lighting that one up.
Yep,
have
you
to
can do
move.
that. We'll allow
Alright.
it.
All right.
Yeah,
Not
she'd
with
have
it.
to move though.
Okay, so you move over and you assist her in with lighting the square in front of you into fire. You blow your fire on it. It turns into a pool of lava, and then the magical circle flashes for a second.
All right. Finally.
Okay, so that would be Shatari's turn. Estelle, it's now your turn. What are you doing?
With the one that I just blew on, I'm now gonna trinkle a little bit of water by it and see if that helps.
Okay, so you pour a
Alright.
little bit of water onto it. It turns into a pool of water, and nothing else happens.
All right, 3 for 3.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Moving on to Rudy. Rudy, still stumped. He blows on it. It turns into air. Nothing else happens.
Yeah, I don't see a pattern to this either. So
Okay.
now it is.
Ulrich, what are you doing?
I'm gonna pour a little water on that one.
On the one behind you?
The one behind me, yes.
Okay, so you pour some water on the space behind you. It turns into a pool of water, and nothing else happens.
Awesome.
Okay. Cordell, what are you doing?
Take a step forward and dribble some water on the next tile.
Okay, so you step into the pool of water, and I need you to make an athletics check.
Are you checking whether he can swim?
Ooh, we might not be able to stand on him.
How deep are these puddles?
You don't
For
know?
the earth ones.
He also is a little dude. Oh,
Don't stand on the lava ones. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you step into this pool of water, and your head goes below the water, and you know you're having a hard time swimming and getting back to the surface.
All right.
Lovely.
We know
So-
not the only one we
Moving-
can stand on is Earth, I think.
Splash as
Moving
much as
back-
I can then.
Moving back to Shatari. Shatari, what are you doing?
With that being
I'm
said,
gonna move over to here and reach my hand out for Cordell.
Okay, so you reach into the pool of water to grab Cordell. I need you to make a strength check.
Drink.
Yep.
Okay.
Just a straight strength
Yeah,
check.
+1. Come on, give me my dice, thank you. Come on, number, save that little guy.
Okay, yep, you managed to pull him up out of the pool, and you are no longer drowning.
Yay!
Yay!
Drips all over the place. Thank you so much for pulling me out of there.
You are welcome. Don't step
Okay.
on any other
All right, so
Earth.
that would be Estelle's turn now. Estelle, what are you doing?
I am going to use my tinderbox on this one in the corner here and try to light it ablaze.
Okay, so you use your tinderbox on the space. It turns into a pool of lava, and nothing else happens.
Alrighty.
That means it is now Rudy's turn. Let's see. What did he do over here? He did stone, then
Earth
he did
and
air. So he's gonna spit on the square in front of him. It turns into a pool of water, and nothing else happens.
That one's still wrong.
So that one's fire.
Fulric, it is now your turn. What are you
Alright.
doing?
Better get out of that
Um,
corner.
Yeah, I'm a little trapped here. So this one lit up, correct?
No,
No.
no, it did not.
And this one didn't light up, so
Nope, it did not.
I'm gonna throw a stone on this one.
Okay, so you throw a stone on it, and the floor turns into stone, but nothing else happens.
That one's still
Awesome.
wrong.
And while it's still my turn, I'm gonna move over there.
Okay, so you move on over here, get off that space you were on. Cordell, what are you doing?
I'm going to walk over here and stand by the fire. I'm gonna dry out for a little while.
Okay, so you walk over here and you stand by the fire. Are you doing anything else?
Drying.
Drying. That's it. Okay. Shatari, what are you doing?
Let's see. I'm gonna move to that spot. And
Okay.
this spot, I'm gonna put a pebble on it.
Okay, so you throw a pebble on the spot in front of you. The floor turns into stone, and the magical circle flashes for a second.
All right, that one's right.
Estelle, what are you doing?
All right, now I'm gonna try this one to light it up with my tinderbox.
So you light that into a pool of lava, and nothing else happens.
Alrighty.
That means it is now Cordell's turn, or Rudy. I'm sorry, Rudy. Let's see. Does he have? I think he does. Yeah, he's got a tinderbox. All right, so he breaks out his tinderbox and strikes it at the space in front of him. It turns into a pool of lava, and the magical circle flashes for a second.
Cool.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm
Fulric,
starting to see a pattern with the earth.
Fulric, it's your turn. What are you doing?
What? I'm gonna ask her. What is the pattern? Because I can't discern a pattern at the moment.
I'm thinking that the earth ones are a walking path, so we need to keep them connected. A walking path to go across to the pedestal.
The one behind that one didn't light up though, did it? This one here.
No, it
that
did
didn't
not.
light up, right?
No.
No, it didn't. Let's see. I think that we need to probably work from the inwards out, so that way we don't get trapped anywhere.
Yep, exactly.
Agreed.
Yeah.
These 3 earth ones are correct.
Okay. So I'll work on these 2, and then I will move so we can do the middle 2.
Okay. Which one are you doing right now?
I'm gonna do this one, and I think that's the only one we've tried for that. So I'm gonna try blowing on it.
Okay. So you blow on the space in front of you. It turns into a whirling cloud, and the magical circle flashes for a second.
All right. That one's right.
Awesome.
Cordell, what are you doing?
You warmed up yet?
Yeah. I'm gonna come down here and
Okay.
drop some more water, I guess.
Okay. So you spill a little bit of water on the space. It turns into a pool of water, and nothing else happens. That means it is now Shatari's turn. Shatari, what are you doing?
I'm gonna back up a spot,
Okay.
Don't trap me.
and I'm gonna put a stone or a pebble on that spot.
Okay, so you throw a stone or pebble onto that spot. It turns into a stone floor, and the magical circle flashes for a second.
All right. Yep, I'm on to something.
All right, Estelle, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Alright, so with that, I think I might see a little something. So, are you noticing that this was correct, that these 2 were correct? All of the stone is correct. These were, so if you're noticing, it's kind of like
That's
fire, a line of water, a line of air, possibly a line of stone. so on and so forth. And that being said, I'm going to test this theory by throwing a stone on the one in front of me.
Okay, so you throw a stone on this square in front of you. It turns into a stone floor, and the magical circle flashes for a second.
Nope.
So this is what I'm
Hey.
kind of thinking, that we're going to be following these lines, maybe.
The diagonal lines of elements. Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, because
Because I don't think this square was correct as that.
it was
Right.
not. This one
Correct.
was, and this one was.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd maybe try wind there next to test my theory, or possibly stone right behind you.
Okay.
Or whatever.
Well, it's Rudy's turn. And Rudy isn't really sure what to do next, so he says, "Oh, I'll test your theory. What did you want to do?"
Sorry, pressed the wrong button. So my next theory is with this this one, the fire one right in front of you, to throw a stone on it, and it should accept it.
Okay, so he throws a stone into the pool of lava. The floor turns into a stone floor, and the magical circle flashes for a second.
Okay,
Right.
cool. Thank you,
Okay.
Rudy.
All right, Fulric, what are you doing?
With that being said, I'm going to test your theory further and blow onto that one.
Okay, so you blow on this that square. It turns into a swirling cloud, and the magical circle flashes for a second.
All right, I think we're good. That's going to work.
All right, moving on to Cordell. Cordell, what are you doing?
I'll go and blow on that one.
That one, right in front of you?
Right.
Okay, so you blow on the square, it turns into a swirling cloud, and the magical circle flashes for a second.
Yay. Finally.
Right.
All right, moving back to the top of the round, Shatari, it's your turn. What are you doing?
I'm gonna move back
So you step over here,
and
turn around, and
okay, was the water one, that one correct?
No.
Nope.
No. It's a fire diagonal right there.
Okay. Can I ask Fulric for a hand again, or Rudy to light this up for fire?
yeah, Rudy turns around. He takes his tinderbox out, strikes a fire on that one right there. Correct?
Yep.
And it turns into a lava pool, and the magical circle lights up for a second.
Okay. Then you guys gotta move.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think you can walk
So-
on stone, right?
Yeah, you can walk on stone.
Okay, I just wanted to
Estelle,
make sure.
it is your turn.
With that, I'm gonna fancy sidestep to like right outside the thing. In
Okay, you
front of
step
this.
out of the.
Yeah, and with this one, I'm gonna strike it with my tinderbox.
Okay, so you strike it with your tinderbox. It turns into a pool of lava, and the magical circle lights up for a second.
All right. I think it should just be stone the rest of them. I
Yep.
think we're set.
I think. But we got that big teardrop in the middle too. That I don't know.
Those don't
Oh,
change
yeah.
at all.
Those don't change. Okay.
Are you certain?
Or do they? I don't think we
I'm
tested that.
thinking it should be water on there.
Oh, we'll try it on my turn.
At any rate, it was Estelle's turn. Now it's Rudy's turn. God, I keep saying Cordell when I mean Rudy. And he's like, well, I'm just gonna come over here and throw a stone over here. Throws a stone, turns into stone. The magic circle lights up for a second. Fulric, it's now your turn.
I'm gonna try and drop a little bit of water on there. See if that
Okay.
works.
So you splash a little bit of water on the big teardrop looking space. It turns into a pool of water, and the magical circle lights up for a second.
Good catch. All right.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah. Two
And now
spots left, guys.
it's
Yeah.
Cordell's turn. Cordell?
While it's still my turn, I'm gonna move on to a different, like one of the stone spaces.
Okay, sure. Cordell, what you doing?
I'll add to the stone.
You'll add to the stone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll just
move.
wander down here. And
Okay,
throw
so
a-
you step down over here, and you throw a stone onto that space there. It turns into a stone floor, and the magic circle lights up for a second. Okay. Moving back to the top of the round, Shatari, it's your turn.
Okay.
doing?
Can I ask Cornell to move aside, and I'm gonna. throw a
He
pebble
shuffles
on that
over,
spot?
and yep, he shuffles over. What you doing?
I'm throwing a pebble on that spot.
Okay, so you throw a rock onto that spot. It turns into a stone floor, and the magic circle lights up for a second.
Okay, so
Think
It
the
just
only
lit
thing left
up.
from-
I think we need to do the large ones as well.
But the large ones didn't have a fast. Oh, did you mean a circle or the large ones on the outside? Because the ones on the outside didn't
Large
do
one.
anything when he breathed fire on it.
Oh, it didn't.
Nope, nothing happened when he
Yeah.
breathed fire on it.
Okay. Now what?
I think now it's time we mess with the
Mhm.
circle over here.
Maybe
Where
that
is
one.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. So it was Shatari's turn, right? So now it's Estelle's turn.
And I
Estelle,
will
what are you
lead.
doing?
I will lead the pack by getting over here.
Okay, so you
Um,
walk over here.
Yes, and with that,
Uh-huh.
I am. Oh. Okay. So I'm gonna just strike at the ground with my tinderbox and the circle that's closest to me as I can't read it. See what happens.
Okay, so you strike the ground with your tinderbox. Nothing
Yes.
happens.
Exciting gameplay. Okay.
Okay.
Next person.
Rudy's turn. Rudy kind of walks over here, and he was paying attention to what Fulric and Cordell were saying, and he walks over here to this space, and he's like, okay, well, if this one's wrong, what should I do?
Try water.
Okay, so he
Was-
kind of swirls his tongue around in his mouth, kind of, sucks up and hacks a big old loogie on the floor. It turns into a pool of water, and nothing else happens.
Okay.
Oh, there. Okay. This wind one was correct, though, right?
Yep.
yeah.
Everything else was correct. That was the only one that I was unsure of.
Okay.
Right, because he lit up both of those at the same time, which is
Oh, sure.
why I've been telling you guys
Yep,
do
yep,
one square
yep.
at a time.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now it is Fulric's turn. Fulric, what are you doing?
I'm gonna move over there and try blowing on the tile.
So you, gosh darn it, get off of there. Come on. Stupid thing.
They like
All
us.
right, so you walk over here and you do what? I'm sorry?
I blow
Blows
on it.
on.
Blow on it. You blow on it. It turns into a swirling cloud and nothing else happens.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see
yeah.
I see the pattern.
It's
Yeah.
alternating. Yeah.
Okay. Can I throw a
Okay.
pebble on it?
It is now Cordell's turn.
I chuck a rock at it.
Okay, so you kind of make your way over, and we'll just, for argument's sake, say you can make it. And you chuck a rock on it. It turns into a stone floor, and suddenly the magical circle fully lights up, staying lit, and suddenly a metal disc, a golden disc with gems, appears, and a hot air balloon. A
Oh,
little
wow.
miniature hot air balloon.
Nice.
So it wasn't a plane, it was a hot air balloon.
Ah.
completed yet another trial, the new Shadow Marauders made their way back to the room with the doors. Will they complete the last 4 trials and get back the stolen gold? To be continued.